right, DEs, welcome. We're going to be talking about cell respiration. We're continuing our energy of life. So we talked about photosynthesis, very important energy for life. Cell respiration, also essential for life. Without cell respiration, no energy for life. Holden. We are not doing a Kahoot today. I don't know who wrote Kahoot up there, but we will not do a Kahoot until we're done with cell respiration, and then we will do a Kahoot before our test on energy of life.
Why don't we do a Kahoot now and a Kahoot then?
Because we're not. All right, everybody look up here. What do you see? Oh, we have a birthday. We have a birthday. We're gonna do our birthday, and then we'll jump into spaghetti. Come and give announcements. Who are we waiting for?
It's supposed to be Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, hopefully she'll be here soon.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, but announcements. No, announcements. Come over here so the DEs can see you just because. Britton, go get the door.
Okay.
Bye, Britton. Bye-bye.
He's not leaving.
This is the birthday. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I've never done this before.
Okay, now hurry and sit down. It's announcements. Shh. Hurry and sit down.
Basically, what week is it? What week is it? 21?
21.
Okay, it's homecoming week. You all know that, yes?
Woohoo!
Woo! So today is country or country club outfit day. So good job to you who did that. And tomorrow is, what's tomorrow?
Liahona.
Yeah,
Thursday.
It's Thursday, but it's Liahona Day. So wear blue or white. And then on Friday, what's on Friday?
Infinite fun without school.
Friday.
A game.
Yes!
Playing Minecraft.
Before the game, though, at 2 o'clock, you're welcome to come to school and help make posters with us and learn some cheers and eat candy. So, what?
That sounds really fun. I think
Yes.
you should do
And
that.
then the games on Friday are at like 3 and like 4, and there's 2 games. 3 and 4:30, I mean. So come to that. And on Saturday, for those of you who are in 8th grade and up, you're welcome to come to the dance, which is where?
Somewhere.
No, it's not in the black box. Right. So thank you for knowing that. But it changed like 2 days ago. So now it's in Provo at the Vale. Yes.
Do we pay for tickets there?
You can pay there, or you can like pay ahead of time at the office.
Can I have something?
Yeah. What?
Can I come?
Yeah. Well, what grade are you in?
8.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
He's lying. He's lying.
Well, there's a party for you. Did you know?
Yeah, Saturday.
Well, get your
at the
friends to come
Foxes.
then. It'll be fun.
But they live so far away.
That's
Oh,
okay.
they live only 5 minutes away from me. So.
You should all go to the other activity if you're not going to the dance. It's going to be super fun. There's going to be pizza and karaoke and games and stuff like that.
That sounds fun, you guys.
Saturday, I might have a game.
Saturday at
Hey!
7:30.
You were talking, which is very rude. We have a
Kennedy!
visitor who's giving us announcements. We shut up. You are not allowed to talk unless you raise your hand and are called on, and you're not. If Serena calls on you, you may talk. Otherwise, zip your lips.
Okay. Also, if you're getting Valentinagrams, they must be in by Monday. So make sure to do that. It's in the office, yes? It's in Provo. Yes. So basically, Valentinagrams, there's a little paper where you can fill it out, send a little treat to your friends. Yes.
I never knew the name of it.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone ready to sing happy birthday?
Kennedy!
Kennedy! You haven't been sung to yet, right?
No, she hasn't.
Okay, everyone stand!
I have.
Nope, too bad. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here. Get up here.
Yay, sorry it's so late. We
All
were
right,
doing it here.
everybody, stand up.
Everyone,
Okay, here we go.
ready? You
Have a birthday shout, hooray, hooray! We want to sing to you today. 1 year older and wiser too. Happy birthday, to you.
Bro, look at that.
All right. Oh, we gotta try that again. That was terrible. Okay, much better. All right. Kennedy, we're so happy you're here. Happy birthday. Okay, so observations. What do we see? Spaghetti. Okay, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have an observation other than spaghetti. Andy.
Energy.
Energy.
I'm bored.
You're bored.
I don't know, but the meatballs are like perfect.
Yeah, these beautifully, perfectly formed meatballs.
Oh, I thought you said the meatballs. You
Yes.
stole my idea.
A fork.
We just like.
Fork.
I think it's actually cake.
You think it's actually cake disguised as spaghetti?
Yes.
Mikey.
How we already said fork.
Yes, we have said fork. Christian.
Napkin, guys.
There's a little like wheat.
Yeah, there's a little wheat thing. Okay, and these look like tomatoes. Why might there be wheat and tomatoes? Okay, well, raise your hand. So, wheat, why? Levi?
Cotton tomatoes.
Okay, so the tomatoes for the sauce, and the wheat for the pasta. Sophie, what were you going to say? And Blended?
Napkin.
Napkin. Okay, so anything you're wondering about. So we've got lots of observations. Any wonders? Dex.
One, I'm pretty sure this is AI. And two, why is there just wheat? There's some wheat right
Because it's sweet noodles.
Normally when like people like do like a recipe, like take a picture of their recipe for the recipe blog, they do things that it's made out of. Like, so if they have like a chocolate cake, they'll have like a bar of chocolate next to it, or cocoa beans or something.
Good, yeah, and because spaghetti noodles are made out of wheat, and the sauce is made out of tomatoes, they have the tomatoes and the wheat. Okay, Sophie, and then Mikey.
That makes so much more sense.
Hold on. Shh. I can't hear Sophie, which means the DEs cancel. Sophie?
Why the plate looks like a bowl with a really big rim.
Yeah, it does, which is kind of a weird thing, huh?
Um,
All right, Mikey.
And then what kind of energy does it provide? Is it like
What kind of energy does this provide? Good, I like it. Okay, last one, Levi.
When are you gonna make this for us?
When am I going to make this for you?
You said last. I hate spaghetti.
I'm not going to make you spaghetti. Spaghetti's really messy.
You're gonna make us something? Oh, that's so nice of you.
I don't know. Maybe at the end of the school year, like we had the end of last semester, we had food. Maybe we'll do food. Like,
Well, we gotta make it.
And-
We had food last time.
Yes, we did.
the cell day, and people brought their cell food, and we had all kinds of food. Yeah,
Can we do like sandwich for this class?
possibly.
Chips and salsa.
Okay.
Wait, are we making a model? Are we? Because I need to know this.
Class, I have not decided yet what our project will be for the end of this semester. I will let you know when I decide.
What's the project?
Will I give you a project? Yes, we will do a project.
Can you let us know in advance so I can make?
I will let you know in advance, yes. Okay, so we're going to talk about cellular respiration and energy. So here is our learning objective. This is what you need to be able to do by the end of this section on cell respiration. You need to develop a model. You'll do this in your homework. Okay, so you're going to develop a model to describe how food is changed through chemical reactions to form new molecules that support growth and or release energy. You're going to look at matter as it cycles through organisms. So what's the matter that comes in and what's the matter that comes out? Think about photosynthesis. There's matter that comes in and there's matter that comes out. Same thing with cellular respiration. You're going to be looking specifically on describing what happens during cellular respiration as molecules are broken apart and rearranged into new molecules, and recognize that unlike photosynthesis that requires energy, cell respiration actually provides energy. Mikey.
Were we supposed to make that model thing on our last page of our homework?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So on the last page of your homework, this is where you develop the model. Yep. So on the last page of your homework, That's where you will
Wait,
develop
can I have
this
the homework
model.
that was due yesterday? I was supposed to grab it yesterday at the end of class.
Wait.
Can I get it?
Okay, yes. If you did not pick up a homework yesterday, I have some up here. I will give them to you.
No, the ones that were due yesterday.
Oh, and the ones, yeah, the photosynthesis one, I can get you that after class as well. Now, if you need a new cellular respiration when I have one, I'm also going to give some to Sister McGurr to have during
Life skills.
life skills so that you can work on them in life skills. Yes, Ruby?
So we're drawing this model on the back of our homework that we got yesterday.
Yeah, so if you look at the homework from yesterday, there's like a little box. That's what you put the model in.
Which one? I don't see the model.
Okay, this is your homework from yesterday. You guys see that on the back page is a box.
No.
In this box is where you're gonna draw your model.
But where's the model? You had a model.
What if we draw it?
No, I'm gonna talk to you about it, and that's gonna help you understand how to make a model. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna develop a model based on the stuff we talk about. Any other questions, Sophie?
Was that the one due today?
No, this one is due Tuesday. There was one due yesterday, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis was due yesterday. I handed out to you yesterday a new one because this one was due. Cell respiration, this one's due Tuesday. Does that clarify? So photosynthesis was due yesterday. If you haven't turned it in, it's late. Get it into me. If you need a new one because you lost one, come get one after class. Cell respiration is the new one that was handed out yesterday. It's due on Tuesday. So if you need either of these, come get them after
The
class.
cell respiration one was due yesterday?
Photosynthesis was due yesterday.
But you said Tuesday.
Cell respiration was handed out yesterday and it's due next week, Tuesday.
Oh, you should have said that.
I have, and it's on the board. Okay. Energy. Everything alive needs energy. So, I know, weird, huh? Plants need energy and they get it through the process of
Multiplication.
Night.
photosynthesis. Good. Okay. Animals need energy and they get it by eating.
Photosynthesis for producing things.
Yes. Yes. Or things that ate the photosynthesizers, right? Okay, so plants are producers. They can get their energy from the sun and do photosynthesis. And then they can store that energy as chemical energy called glucose, which is what they produce. Animals, though, we can't just stand in the sun and get our energy. I've always thought that would be so cool if I could just eat by going outside and hanging out in the sun. Then I could hike and I wouldn't have to carry snacks. That would be so cool. But alas, I cannot do that. I must have my snacks so that I can keep up my energy to keep hiking. Okay, so me as an animal and all of us in this room as animals must eat other things that are living or once living, producers and consumers. Okay,
For example,
guys,
we have to eat things that are living?
what's the rule about talking?
Track the speaker and listen and
Respect.
Okay, so if I'm talking, you're not talking. If you want to talk, you raise your hand and I call on you. Otherwise, we're not talking because it's really hard for the DEs and it's really disrespectful to the teacher and to anyone else who is currently speaking. Okay. You shouldn't need your toolboxes. You're welcome to have one if you need one, but you shouldn't need one today.
What's that called?
A toolbox? A toolbox. Okay, so animals need to eat the food, but then that food has to be broken down because the energy is actually in the bonds that hold the carbon and hydrogen and oxygen together. And when they get broken, that releases energy. This process is called cellular respiration and is what we're going to be talking about. Mike.
Is it the glucose that breaks that? Or what is
The glucose is 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, and 6 oxygens held together. And the bonds, when they're broken, the bonds between the carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens, that's what releases the energy. And then you get the energy that's part of those bonds that get broken.
What did you say? Carbon, hydrogen, and
Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So carbon dioxide.
Well, so we have carbon dioxide,
So that's what makes
CO2.
up glucose. So we should inhale
Well, carbon
And
dioxide.
you put these carbon dioxides and waters together, right, to form C6H12O6. Remember, this
That's
is
a great airplane.
with light. And this is photosynthesis, right? We have 6 of these and 6 of these. And then we also get 6 oxygen gas. This is photosynthesis. You guys remember this, right? You recognize this? So we're taking these CO2s and we're putting them together, rearranging them into something bigger. Now, this carbon, let me show you a picture of glucose. This is what glucose looks like. Okay? It's a circle, and so you have a carbon held onto a carbon, held onto oxygen, held onto an oxygen here, held onto a carbon here, held onto an oxygen, which is held onto a hydrogen, carbon here, and so this right here is called the chemical bond. And when you break that like this, when it's broken like this, it releases energy. And when you break it apart, it breaks into
See what you did there.
breaks back into CO2. Mikey.
So I just want to say, so glucose is only made up of just carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Yep. Yep. Just carbon, hydrogen, oxygen.
Is it sweet to be doing this?
What?
Is it sweet because it's a kind of sugar?
Yes. Yes. It is sweet. It's not. Okay. So guys, sugar, like table sugar that you put in your cookies, is made up of.
Yes.
One of these, called a glucose, held on to another sugar similar to it called fructose. So
Made
it's
of
2 of these. That's what makes up table sugar.
it was a circle when it's not a circle.
The hexagon. Ruby.
Is cane sugar the same thing?
Yes, it's just where it comes from. So you can get sugar from cane. You can get sugar from beets. You can get sugar from different stuff. So cane sugar just means it's a sugar that comes from the sugar cane plant rather than the sugar beet plant or other types of sugar producing plants. Yes. Yes.
Cane sugar isn't actually.
Or chemists can actually like synthetically make sugar, but that would obviously not be coming from a plant directly. So that makes sense. Okay, so the stored chemical energy inside of a plant, the glucose that the plant made and stored as cellulose in its cell walls or starch, okay, can then be used by that plant, or something that eats that plant will break down the glucose using cellular respiration to release the stored energy. There's 2 things required for cell respiration to happen. Number 1, glucose. Number 2, oxygen. Okay, so you got to have the food, the glucose, and 2, oxygen. All right, so how do you get the oxygen and glucose you need for cellular respiration? So how do we get the oxygen? Brittany? Yep. Okay, good. How do we get the glucose?
Through sugar, things, and plants.
Food, by eating it. Yes. Sophie? Yes.
Sounds like a baby.
All right. Guys, you don't need to write down everything on this slide. I would say the most important thing you need to know from this slide is that all living things need energy. Okay? This energy comes from food molecules, okay? Getting broken down by cell respiration. And there's 2 things that you need for cell respiration: oxygen and glucose. Okay? And all of this stuff on this slide we're going to keep talking about. It's just an introductory slide. Okay? So we eat in order to obtain energy. Yes, yes. And that energy is in glucose. Exactly. Yes, that energy is in the form of glucose or other types of food that can be made into glucose or used in the process of cell respiration. Kennedy.
I know this is like not really about that, but is the one that starts with a G? I've heard it pronounced two different ways. I don't know, is it glucose or is it glucose?
Glucose.
I've heard it pronounced glucose and glucose, and I don't know which one.
Okay, it's with the C. Glucose.
Glucose. Okay.
There are two other kinds of sugars. There's fructose and galactose. And so if like you mixed glucose and galactose, that might be where like the T sound is coming from.
This desk
Yeah.
is about to
Yeah.
get destroyed.
What?
My desk can literally do this. It's completely broken. I love it though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sophie, are you good?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So, how do we get energy? Just like we talked about, from food, through the process of cellular respiration. So, cellular respiration is the process by which that food we eat is broken down to provide energy that we need to build all of the molecules of our body. All animals, all plants, all fungi, all protists, aka all living organisms, every single one does this process of cell respiration. Only photosynthetic organisms like plants and algae and bacteria do photosynthesis, but every single living thing does cell respiration. So without cell respiration, no life. It is the most important chemical reaction in life. Every single living organism does it. All right. So I think we understand pretty well that if you don't breathe, you die, right? That we need oxygen. But we don't always think about the importance of glucose for life. So there's two things that we need in order to get energy. They are oxygen and glucose. So glucose is where our chemical energy is stored. Without it, we would not have energy to do anything. We couldn't chew our food. We couldn't blink our eyes. We couldn't think. Our heart wouldn't beat. I mean, none of these things. Okay, so very, very important to life. Okay. Cell respiration is important because it allows organisms to release the type of chemical energy that we need called ATP. So during cellular respiration, three things are released. Think about these things. Energy, carbon dioxide, water. Where have we seen these three things before? Energy,
Everywhere.
carbon dioxide, and water. Where have we seen those three things before?
Water, energy.
Water. Someone got it. Andy got it. Andy, where have we seen water, carbon dioxide, and energy before? Yes, photosynthesis. So wait. So cellular respiration gives us energy, carbon dioxide, and water. And those are the things that are needed for
Photosynthesis.
yes, and photosynthesis gives us oxygen and glucose, which are the things we need for
Cellular respiration.
yes.
It's a loop.
So isn't that cool? Yes, it's a loop. Exactly. It is a loop. So, look at this right here. What do you guys notice? Look up here and see what you notice.
It has words.
Yes, there are words. Photosynthesis has words and cellular respiration has words. And do these words have any, I don't know, interaction that you notice, Mikey?
They're the exact makeup except that it's energy and light energy, so otherwise they're the exact same makeup.
The exact same makeup, but in what? In the same order? Not in the same order? In reverse order? What?
Banana.
Kennedy?
I was just gonna ask. Energy is glucose and oxygen, right?
we get, yes, in order to get energy, we need glucose and oxygen. Yes, yes. Okay, so we notice that they are the same other than they are the, what, Britain?
The opposite.
The opposite of each other. Yes, exactly. So if we didn't have photosynthesis, would we have the stuff we
So
need for
it's like
cell
this.
respiration?
So it's like
If we didn't have cell respiration, would we have the stuff we need for photosynthesis?
No.
No. So it's a,
Cookie.
so it'd be like
Smiley face.
so it's a cycle. In fact, we've talked about this. It's called the carbon cycle. Do you guys remember when we talked about the carbon cycle?
Yeah.
And how carbon comes in and out of the atmosphere? So the carbon cycle is photosynthesis on one side, cell respiration on the other side. What goes into cell respiration came from photosynthesis, and what comes out of cell respiration goes into photosynthesis. It's a really, really, really cool cycle. Val, did you have a comment?
the opposites, right?
They're
Cool
opposites.
on this side and uncool on that side. You see what I'm saying here?
No, I don't, because we don't say that kind of thing.
Just trying to one up people. He's just projecting his
Okay, so
right?
why do we do cell respiration? It has one purpose. To get what? Energy. Good.
Yeah. I
Yes.
understand.
Okay, so back to here. Oh, the other one? Yes. This one?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, guys, so
Okay.
I want you to notice. Zip, zip. Okay, so
Zip, zip.
the whole purpose of this is to get this. So, water, we don't need it. CO2, we don't need it. So, what do? We've just gone over human systems. How do we get rid of stuff that we don't need? There's two ways. Yep, this is one of them. Also, there's another exit.
The rear. It's called the rear.
Yes, yes, the upper exit, the lower exit. Okay, good. So this water and carbon dioxide that we don't need is going to come out as breath and as waste, like urine. Okay? Yes, yes. So we'll pee out our water or breathe out our water. I want everyone to put your hand in front of your mouth and breathe into your hand for a minute. And tell me what you feel.
Warmness.
Someone's probably having stinky breaths.
Yes, it feels humid. In fact, if you take your hand away and feel it, it feels kind of wet, right?
Gross. That's what it feels like breathing in where I lived in China.
All right, so some of our water we actually breathe out of our mouth. Some of it will urinate out. All of our CO2 will breathe out. And we'll keep the energy, because that's the whole reason that we eat and use cell respiration. Yes. Hey, guys, shh. I can't hear Mikey.
Whoa.
I have two questions. When we're
Yes.
breathing, when we breathe out, we breathe carbon dioxide like straight here, but then we're breathing in again when we just breathe in the same carbon dioxide. Other than
Some of it we do. Some of it we do. So when we breathe in, we'll breathe in a mixture of CO2 and oxygen. And also the other gases in the atmosphere like nitrogen. 78% of the atmosphere is nitrogen. So we breathe in way more nitrogen than we do either CO2 or oxygen. No, actually having a small, okay, so remember homeostasis? Homeostasis means too little is bad, but also too
Much is bad.
so if we breathed in pure oxygen, it would actually be very dangerous for us because oxygen is very reactive. So it's a good thing that we're not breathing in like really, really high concentration of oxygen because that would actually be problematic. Ruby.
I've seen this thing and like these people go on these hikes with little to no oxygen.
And so they
And they
carry
have a-
oxygen tanks.
Yeah, and they have like a little thing that they press against. It's like a handheld.
Yeah.
So is that safe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because, I mean, as long as they're not like breathing out of it constantly and breathing in that high concentration of oxygen, so they'll breathe in that high concentration of oxygen, and then they'll wait, you know, a few seconds, and then they'll do it again. And so then that's okay. Yeah. Because as they take breaths of the air between puffs, they're
Yeah, just like
yeah. Then their lungs are mixing that in, and they're diluting it. So it's okay. Yes. But if you did that like all the time, and especially down where there's more air, it could potentially damage your lungs.
explode you.
Well, oxygen is very explosive, so it could, yes, create unwanted chemical reactions going on in your body. Okay, so here's this girl. She's eating an apple. So the food you eat provides
Whoa, why is she
energy.
side-eyeing me?
So when you need a quick burst of energy, Val, when you need a quick burst of energy, what do you do? Like before a race?
Run away from her. That would get me.
I like to eat a spoonful.
Yeah, it's an energy drink with like 1,000 milligrams.
How many of you guys play a sport? Okay, so before you sport, what do you make sure you've had done plenty of? Had plenty of.
It doesn't really matter. I eat or
Eat a
not.
lot of junk food and watch TV.
Yes, that's what I
Okay,
do.
I'm gonna call on people, so don't talk unless I call on you. London?
I like prep, so I like get my stuff ready for what sport I'm doing, drink a lot of water, and like exercise, because we have to do like a lot of football and soccer, so I have to run a lot more.
So if you had a game, would you skip breakfast and lunch?
Well, I don't usually eat breakfast, but I'll probably have a protein shake.
Okay, good. So you're gonna eat something that's gonna give you some energy, like a protein shake. Good. Kennedy?
I usually eat a bigger like breakfast or lunch, a more healthier option before I go
Good,
to like
good.
a dance competition. I always like, warm up. Like,
Yes,
before I do it,
exactly,
so I don't
exactly.
smell on my face.
Okay, good. So Kennedy eats a nice, healthy, big breakfast. Awesome. Andy?
Whenever I go to like my karate tournaments or whatever, I always drink a protein shake because too much food always makes me feel sleepy and too little food always makes me feel like lightheaded. But protein shake is light in your stomach and it's delicious.
Okay, good. And it gives you, it has, sugars in it, and it has some proteins for a little bit, long lasting, and protein helps you build muscles and stuff. Good. Ruby?
My brother's a mountain biker, and he eats like gel packets and
Yes. Which replenishes the electrolytes, and also those packets are really high in glucose. Yeah. Yep. They're sugar packets. So, guys, hey, if you've ever heard of people who do what's called carbo loading before a race, they're eating lots of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are full of glucose, and that's gonna be able to give them quick, easily accessible energy. Henry and then Mikey.
You sit down and eat really unhealthy. Because I have a red apple.
Mikey?
I was also actually, I was gonna say carbo load, and then warming up and stretching too.
Good. Excellent. Marie?
I usually do Gatorade
Yes.
and preferably ones like Powerade because Gatorade is like 7 inches.
Yeah.
Why won't she move?
And my sister, can I do like you were talking about like playing cards and there's also like I forgot what it's called, but it's like a powder you put in your drink before
Yeah.
and after you like work out.
Yes, exactly. To replenish like your sodium and your potassium and all that, and your calcium, because your muscles use a lot of calcium. And your brain cells use a lot of sodium and potassium. All right, good. Okay, so you eat these foods, but your body can't just take that apple and immediately turn it into energy to run your body. It has to go through this process called cell respiration. So, everybody in your notes should have this definition of what cellular respiration is. So cell respiration is the process by which sugar is converted into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. And organisms are going to use this energy that comes from cell respiration to do everything, to run all of their chemical reactions, to build all the parts of your body.
Aren't glucose and sugar the same thing?
Yes, glucose is a sugar. Yes. So glucose is an example of a sugar. So examples of sugars: glucose, lactose, sucrose. What?
First shot. Anyways.
Fructose. All of these
Lactose.
are, yes, lactose is milk sugar.
Lactose?
Galactose and lactose.
Lactose? There's a gene lactose?
No. Okay, guys.
It's lactose.
I thought I heard lactose.
No. Okay, so there's 3 simple sugars. Glucose. These are all composed of one piece. Okay? Glucose, galactose,
Wait, lactose has a G and an A in front of it?
and fructose.
Wait, what? Lactose has a G in
Okay,
it?
then we have sugars that are made of 2 pieces. Sucrose, which is made up of a fructose and a glucose. Maltose, like malt, if you've ever had malted milk balls. Maltose, which is made up of 2 glucose. And lactose, which is in milk. And the lactose is made up of a glucose and a galactose. Kennedy.
So I've heard some people say like people have some like allergic to lactose is what I hear a lot. Like how do they know if they're eating lactose or not? Like
Okay,
how do they
so
know if
lactose, because it's in 2 pieces, so it's in 2 pieces that are like this and they're hooked together, okay? You have to have an enzyme to break them apart into 2 pieces. If you don't have that enzyme to break it into 2 pieces, you are what's called lactose intolerant, because you don't have the enzyme lactase, which breaks these apart.
how do they know if they're gonna have lactose? Like, how do they make sure that they don't?
It's in all dairy products. Anything made with milk has lactose.
Thank you for helping me.
So cheese, milk, cream, anything with milk, anything that's a milk-based butter, anything that's
It's almost as bad
a base of milk is going to have lactose in it. Now, they can take the enzyme, though, they can eat the enzyme with their food so that they can still break down the lactose, or they can eat
Whoa!
dairy-free,
So now they're
like
eating
there's
lactose.
dairy-free milk and stuff. There's products that they take the lactose out of so that people can eat it.
Dairy-free milk is so gross.
No, it's delicious.
I agree. I don't like it either.
London.
Okay,
They're like the only good one.
okay, class. The only people with their hands up right now are Christian and Mikey, which means everybody else isn't talking. Christian,
So every person is different when it comes to lactose intolerance. So like I'm lactose intolerant, but I can still have like dairy products to an extent. But lactose-free milk is not that bad. It's just more sugary.
It's so bad.
No, it's not.
okay, Mikey. People, just so you know, people's taste buds are a little bit different, and something that doesn't taste bad to you can taste worse to somebody else. So, in all fairness,
Like there's
like
the thing with cilantro where it was like 50%.
for some people it tastes like soap.
Yeah, 50% think it tastes like soap, 50% think it tastes like a plant.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say I'm also like slightly lactose intolerant. Like it's only if I eat like straight milk or drink straight milk that I get it. How does that work? Because I can have ice cream, I can have cheese, I can
Like
have
my
butter,
sister.
I can have all that. It's just if I have a lot of it. Like how does that work?
It's,
like that?
well, different dairy products will have different amounts of lactose, and cheese actually is aged by bacteria that have broken down the lactose. So a lot of cheeses, the lactose has already been broken down by bacteria before you ever eat the cheese. And that's the case with some of the other products as well. So just depends on how like aged they are or how much lactose they have in them, because they don't always have the same amount of lactose. And so if you're lactose intolerant and you eat a lot of it, you're going to get a stomach ache because your body's not going to be able to break it down. But if you have a little bit of lactose and your body's able to, your stomach and your small intestine are able to break down most of that food, and the lactose just kind of goes through and you excrete it in your feces, then it wouldn't bother you as much.
Could it be possible that you could just have less of the gene or the organelle that breaks that down and stuff?
Okay, so actually how lactose intolerance works, we haven't talked about genetics yet, but I'll give you a really, really brief rundown. Okay, Val, no,
Science teacher.
yeah, zip it.
Yes.
Okay.
The D's probably can't get
So, to answer Mikey's question that people probably didn't hear because they were talking, Mikey's wondering how the lactose works. Okay, so there are genes that code to make certain proteins, okay, to build your body. Then there are genes that actually control the turning on and off of genes. So like there's genes that say this protein needs to get made and it gets turned on like a light switch. Or this gene is not going to get made anymore and it turns off like a light switch. Okay? So if I turn the light switch off in this room,
We all die.
there's still ability to have the light in here if I turn the switch back on? Yes. Okay, so this switch can be turned off and on if we want light. So how lactose works is every mammal is born with an active lactase gene because all mammals drink milk from their mom, right? That's one of the things that makes a mammal is they drink milk. So everybody was born with the ability, all mammals including humans were born with the ability to drink milk. But
Which is terrifying.
that gene gets turned off once the animal grows up, okay? Including in humans, okay?
Blow up.
Grow up. But some people, back in evolutionary time, that switch that's supposed to turn off got broken. So the light got stuck on and can't be turned off. So then that lactase gene keeps working and we make the enzyme that can break down milk for our whole life.
Oh, and then that's
But
why
other people, theirs works. So the light switches off and so they're lactose intolerant because the ability to break down, to make the lactase has been turned off.
Well, what if mine only half works though? Because like it's when I drink only milk that it does.
Right.
So
And
would it be possible that I have less of that lactate gene?
right, that you're just making less lactase than other people. Yes. 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 Or that switch is getting turned on sometimes and turned off sometimes, right? So it's not stuck on or stuck off, but is getting switched on and off. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay. All right. So here's a look at cellular respiration. Everybody needs to know this equation, so get it in your notes. Okay? So you need to know what cellular respiration is, and you need to know the equation. So C6H12O6, also called glucose, plus 6O2, also called oxygen gas,
But the human body.
breaking down into 6CO2, carbon dioxide,
This is built.
plus 6H2O, which is water, plus energy. All right. Okay. Val, you are not writing anything down. Where?
I'm memorizing it in my
Yeah.
head.
No, you're not. You need to
I
write
already
it down.
have notes back up. Trust
Okay,
me.
so where's your notebook?
I did research
Where's your notebook?
in my backpack.
Then pull it out and write this down.
Layla, you got me caught.
No, I have been watching you sitting there
Whoa.
talking and not taking notes this entire class period. Layla is taking notes. Part of the reason she's sitting by you is so that she can show you how you should be behaving.
Write down what she says to write down.
Bruh. She's been watching me like a hawk. That's.
No, I haven't. What the heck? You're like, guess what? That's his blood, the human body.
It does!
Val, how about you just do what you're supposed to do and take out and listen to
Christian.
your
We're trying to.
Val, get your notes out now. Okay. I'm going to continue on because it's on the board. So, Val, you got to write down this.
Yeah, Val, write it down.
You should be thankful I got you guys more time.
I don't want to think about that.
I'm not sure that other people need more time besides you.
Hey, that's a little mean, isn't it?
Who else needs time? Raise your hand.
Voila.
Look around, Val. Do you see people's hands other than Holden, who's just doing it to be obnoxious?
Me too.
Oh, yes. Tenley, come sit by Leland.
Oh no. Never mind. This was a big mistake.
Okay, so Tenley, we're writing down the equation for cell respiration, which is right up here at the top. So get out your notes. Awesome. Okay, all right. So this is what's happening in cell respiration. What do you see happening? We're taking glucose and we're doing what?
Breaking it.
Breaking it down. Yes, and as we break it, energy is released. Now, that energy gets captured. This happens in the, does anyone remember what this is called?
Stubby sausage.
The mitochondria. So this process happens in the mitochondria. The mitochondria breaks down the glucose to make this right here called ATP. So the energy is captured by ATP, which is an energy source that your body can use. So here's a look at ATP. So here's ATP.
6.
Has these little, so adenosine, which is this right here, tri-1,2,3-phosphates. That's its name. So adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, is the energy that your body can use to do chemical reactions like put stuff together to build your body. Sophie and then Holden. Yes. I will go back a slide. Or 2. Or 3. Okay. This one, Sophie? This one? Okay. Yes. So cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria. Remember, we usually call the mitochondria the powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because this is where ATP, this is where the glucose is broken down. The energy is put into ATP, and then that ATP can be used to do things like move and blink your eyes and build DNA and build proteins and build your body. Yes, Holden? You may, although we have, what? Do we have 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Holden, hold it. You can hold it for 5 minutes.
Hold it.
Whoa.
Hold it, Holden. Tenley.
What is that? C6H.
1206, which is called glucose.
So it's C6H.
1206.
Glucose.
And this whole thing is glucose.
So it's glucose.
And then 6 oxygen gas.
So 62. Is the line light?
What?
Is the line light?
This, no, the line just means that you take these and you get this. So the line separates this side of a chemical reaction called the reactants, what goes in, from this side, which is the products, which comes out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Are we good to move on past mitochondria slide? All right. So cellular respiration, we take glucose and oxygen. Those go in, and they get changed or converted into carbon dioxide and water and energy in ATP. So ATP is the chemical energy that our cells use to perform work. So no ATP, no walking, no moving of muscles, no breaking of things apart, no putting of things together. Nothing in our body works without ATP. So ATP does literally all of the work that your body needs to do. So if you want to go on a walk, then your glucose is going to be broken down into ATP to help move your muscles. So what happens with ATP is you have a muscle, the ATP grabs onto it and pulls the muscle like this. That contracts the muscle contracts here, and your muscle moves. And you move. Without ATP, you don't do that. All right. We have about a minute-ish left. So we're going to go ahead and stop here. Okay, but everybody, make sure you have the cell respiration equation. Make sure you understand that this ATP that this energy is stored as ATP. Make sure you have your definition of cell respiration, which is the process by which sugar is converted into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. DEs, it was nice to have you today. Bye-bye.
What is ATP?
Okay, ATP is this molecule right here.
Just a molecule.
It's an energy molecule. So what happens is this phosphate breaks off and releases energy to make something happen. So it's an energy molecule. Yeah. All right. Photosynthesis homework, if you have not turned it in. The photosynthesis lab, if you have not turned it in, and if you need either of those, come get them from here. If you have photosynthesis to turn in, do that
I need now.
Okay, does anybody need any handouts? Yes?
I need the yes.
The respiration one? Okay, thanks McKinley. Yep.
I hate it.